Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back for another episode of the Cavern Kings Beta Let's Play. Nick here as always. We're going to play some more standard versions, the same update as last time. Not a whole lot has changed, except for the fact that I've actually played a little bit more of this. You might notice there are more statues and stuff unlocked. I've done some runs, which were, I would say off camera, except they weren't off camera, they were actually on stream. So I am aware of a couple more of the power-ups, but I'm not going to spoil anything for you in case we find them again here. One new thing that I've been made aware of, and I don't know if new is the right word to describe this, but the game seems a lot more difficult than I remember. And it could just be because, you know, mad because bad. That's entirely within my grasp of being bad. I've been bad before. I know what it feels like. It sucks. I want to get better. And I need to de-rust a little bit. I haven't played a ton of Cavern Kings lately. So I need to get back into the swing. I need to be able to be more capable of shooting all of the baddies consistently, and that's what I'm going to be working on here. So we're going to do a run or two, see what happens, hopefully find out about some new power-ups or discover some new something. I don't care what. We'll discover something together, okay? So let's go to the next floor. We did get a harpoon gun in this one, as you probably noticed. Harpoon gun kinetic fist combo. Not my favorite combo of all combos. I'd really prefer like the nail gun or saw blade launcher. And not the kinetic fist for my melee, but you know what, when life gives you lemons, you make a lemon grenade, or whatever the saying is, by Cave Johnson. So, what did I get there? I got a level up, I got some money, we're still working towards the 1K goal, of course, to try and just be able to break into one chest. That TNT box over there, by the way, that is a cross pattern, as you can see, indicated on the actual box. I think last time I was a little bit unclear about that. I want to actually probably get out of here before we get into the realm of that popping on me. So let's start digging our way. Okay, well, kinetic fist means we dig instantly. Okay, so this thing, the black hole box, increases magnetic power. This item, I've discovered, seems to drop disproportionately high amounts of time. I noticed I got it, probably most of my runs when I was playing on stream the other day, so you might see this several times. I even had it stacking oddly enough, so it's like it really wants to show up in my run for one reason or another. And maybe that's just to do with, population control. Things need to be rebalanced, re-strategized around what the player ends up needing and when things should show up to make for a more proper run. And, it's all randomized as well, to some degree anyway, as far as I'm aware, so it could just be bad luck too, right? I mean, that is part of the whole fun of it all. We might get a different, much better run one time versus another. All right, let's dig down. I was really hoping there wasn't some, permafrost in my way. Let's try not to trigger that cross-shaped TNT block as we try to make our way up to this wooden box. There we go, and pop that. On the upside, we know we do have some really effective tools for busting into, lockboxes and wooden boxes, or crates, I should say. So, we're never going to be wanting for power in that regard, at least. Oh, God. Well, that actually didn't work out as badly as I thought. I still got most of my health, and we can bust into this and get a Cyclops skull, which is actually a great thing to have for our harpoon gun, because it means we've actually got a laser sight now, and we should be able to target things much more effectively from a distance, since we now have, we had a little target reticle before, but now we actually have, a sweet line to tell us exactly where everything goes. We have a sweet lion, guys. We have a sweet lion to tell us exactly where everything goes. Okay, so let's bust into some lockboxes. This is where the good money is to be made, I have a feeling. Let's get out of here before we get hosed by these suckers. They're freaking everywhere. Let's get... Okay, give me that money, give me that money. And bust these guys open. And I also want to get to that crate over there. I don't think we've got any more chests to open, unfortunately, but there is another lockbox as well, so I'm going to try and make it over in that direction. If I could just, hoard money for now, that would be fantastic. I'm just going to dig down from the top, and I should have time to get into here. Oh, there's a chest either in the same space as it. Oh, God, that's a bad spot for me. Okay, I don't know exactly what happened there. I guess there was either a chest in the same space or that lockbox contained a chest. I don't know if that's a thing that can happen. But I got a poison damage out of it, which I'm totally cool with. That's a damage up, and that's going to help my run a little bit. Let's keep doing what we're doing, though. Continue trying to get to lockboxes and gain money. That is the entire early game of Cavern Kings. We try to gain money. And we're going to try and use our Kinetic Fist to bounce in the air as long as we can. We also want to try and gain access to this lockbox. Make sure we're not setting up a position where these rock dudes, these Geodudes and Dudettes that are hanging out with us are going to end up in the same spot as us for very long. Man, we can Poison Touch on the lockboxes. That's actually pretty sweet. I didn't know that. And look, another chest came out of that maybe. Alright, we got a missile expansion. And let's get out of here before things get really hairy. Okay, that actually worked out fine. We're actually almost back up to 1,000. Oh, I want all that sweet money, but I'm not going to have time. I'm sorry, guys. It hurts me to do it. You know it does. But we did get another level up, so that's good as well. And we're already past the 1,000 mark. Oh, God, that might knock the chest out. It didn't. And we ended up getting the Sullied Cure Pan, which is another passive damage upgrade. It's just going to basically drop projectiles into the playfield for us. And I'm totally cool with that. So it looks like the champion went through the nether, and I guess we're not going to get the possible benefits of hunting it to death, which is a little unfortunate, but at the same time, you know, I might have made some stupid moves and gotten myself killed on it anyway. So I'll try and look on the bright side of that situation if I can. And it looks like the Sullied Cure Pen is actually dropping or proccing a little bit more than I remember it doing in the past, so I'm kind of happy about that. Maybe that's gotten rebalanced a little bit. Oh, whoa, just random sweet drop coming out of that enemy there. So we got a Homesick Shard. That is another huge damage upgrade because we're going to have basically like a little revolving door shield of, well, shield isn't the right word, but just like projectiles shooting out in every direction that are going to do some damage to stuff if it gets too close to me. Let's drop this chest down to the floor below if at all possible. Oh, God. I hate when they freaking pile on me like that. Get rid of all these guys and let's just kick that chest down. And I presume that is the same chest. Oh, I got another Sullied Cure Pan, so that's going to be... And another Homesick Shard. Okay, so far this is looking like possibly one of the better runs that I've had in recent memory. Oh my God, the drops are coming fast and furious. Can we get up there? Okay, we got a Punchy Fist. Let's not throw this all away on some stupid moves like I'm about to make. And let's try and fist our way up into the ceiling here. Get all these lockboxes out. And potentially sweet health. I could always use more of that. Oh man, the fist seems to like go for a long way. Oh, that's not good news. Big gem drop out of that guy though. And we've got another freaking upgrade coming out of this guy. So we've got a Jin's Zephyr Horn, bolsters melee attack speed. That's actually pretty useful with this weapon in particular since it does have a little bit of a slow draw to it. We're going to have to leave that chest behind, sadly, which means we're going to have to fight this boss. Sans whatever power-up that was, but I do want to get this health before we attempt anything here. Okay, we can get the power-up right here, and it's another Homesick Shard. Let's just bust up this boss, guys. Let's do this. Get some poison damage in. Oh god, this is really bad. Okay, I'm super not prepared for this boss, apparently, so we just got wrecked. That's bad news, Bears, because I actually was thinking we were having a pretty good run. Turns out, not so much. By the way, in case you were wondering, Arena Mode, super fun. I tried that as well. You know what, let's just do a run of that because you're probably curious about what it means. You'll get the idea very quickly, though. It's Arena Mode, like the name kind of identifies it already. I kind of wanted to do another of the other normal mode, too, but, well, you know, this is fun as well. Either way, it's all good. So we're just going to be hunting down... That's a legendary or champion already. We're just going to be hunting down whatever the game throws at us. It's going to randomly give us power-ups and stuff. And we're just going to try and stay ahead of the curve before we get overwhelmed by enemies. I'm not sure if money actually plays a big role in this. There might be random chest drops or something maybe, so I presume there's some reason to collect money in this, otherwise why would it continue to drop? Unless the developer just chose to leave it in for whatever reason, which is totally cool as well, because honestly it doesn't make a huge difference. But, you know, if I find out that there's no use for money, I guess I'll be a little bit more gentle with not worrying about picking it up. So we got a Siren Harp and a Black Hole Box, both very quickly here. And neither of those are going to make a huge difference for me. Oh, well, okay. That's what the stunning the enemies looks like. And we got another Black Hole Box. If we could just get, like, sweet electricity happening. Oh, God, that might have been a champion, I think. You just hook up the lightning bolts coming off of my nail gun here. Maybe double the projectiles would be sweet as well. There's, you know, plenty of power-ups that we just haven't ran into at all in the runs that I've done since the last episode, which, admittedly, there's only been a couple. Or, you know, a few, I should say, because we're up to 3. I can just give you the actual number. I'm aware of the actual number. They're not stunned for very long, either, which is also a little bit sad. What are you going to do? Okay, we got a missile expansion, and I think I passed that health. I think I missed that health, unfortunately. I'm not using much of my melee, unfortunately. Also, you can probably tell. Oh, let's get that Cyclops skull in. And you know what? I really should be using this because it's going to allow me to hover above all the enemies and group them together better. And you know what else would be sweet is if we could get, like, a little bit more HP. Oh, I unlocked 2 things, maybe? I don't know what happened there. I'm dead now, so it doesn't even matter. But I unlocked a couple of things. And I didn't pick up either. We got 2 Cyclops skulls at the last second. And 3 of these black hole boxes. Okay, the black hole boxes need to be tuned down a little bit, because it seems like they're shooting out a little too regularly. Let's do one more run. Oh, okay, there's like a bug with this version, unfortunately. Once you pick arena mode, it doesn't matter which mode you pick. You just go back to arena mode. So I guess we're going to do one more run of arena mode, and that's okay, because we'll do another run of regular next time. And hopefully that's cool with you guys. Apparently, since I can unlock stuff in this mode anyway, I don't really see the downside to it, because I want all of the chances for unlocks that I can get, and wherever I get that, and I'll be totally fine with that. So let's focus on leveling up, stay ahead of the damage curve before the big bads start showing up. Harpoon gun is actually not a terrible draw on this particular type of gameplay, since we're... Oh, don't do that, that's insta-kill. But since most of our enemies are actually going to be showing up along this horizontal plane, provided I can get over to them, well, the power-ups, I should say. Provided I can get to the power-ups, I have no problem sniping enemies from across the way. And I'm not worried about it one bit. But yeah, let's use our kinetic fist when we need to try and stay above everybody. And maybe let them all line up a little bit better. All the pigs are all lined up. You know how it goes. Alright, so let's get this health. Take some stupid damage wandering right into them. But, you know, health sometimes kind of negates that, in my opinion. Still collecting money. Those little nuggets of the heads that are left over can be a little hard to target sometimes. They're very small in comparison to a lot of the other flying enemies. Because, well, they come in worm form, and then you kind of break them down little by little. I wonder if it's worth trying to get up to the higher shelves up there, if there's any benefit to that. Since you noticed I did get that, the wings there, the fairy wings or whatever they're called. So, you know, presumably if I get enough double jumping action, I should be able to hang out in higher planes of existence. Although it's not looking good for me all of a sudden, because there is no rest for the wicked, and money don't grow on trees. I could really use some health right now, because these guys are coming out of every crack in the woodwork. Oh, geez, the freaking damage from those rock dudes is unbelievable. You'd think, since I'm, you know, part rock myself, I would be a little better off fighting them. As it turns out, not so much. So yeah, I guess we're going to wrap it up on that one. Short episode, but I'm going to keep these generally fairly short, because hopefully it'll help keep interest going, because I want to show off little bits and pieces of the new content as often as possible. So if you enjoy this episode, make sure you leave a like on it. It lets me know to keep doing what I'm doing, and I want to crank out a whole bunch of these, because I'm having a lot of fun playing this game, and I want to just keep showing off more and more. So hopefully there will be a new one up very, very soon. Come back again tomorrow, or the next day. I'm not sure exactly what the schedule is going to be, but I'm just going to record a bunch, and I will catch you real soon. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Have a great night. Talk to y'all later.